Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Ōkami. Ahead of us today is the Wawku Shrine within Izafuji. At the peak lies an altar with the statues of the twin demons, and the trail up there is littered with odd contraptions. The twin demons are known as Nechku and Nechku. Their altar statues came to life and terrorized this land long ago. They were defeated and imprisoned by a legendary Oina hero. But it seems they've broken free and are once again wreaking havoc. This can't just be a coincidence. I mean, remember what that no-good Ninetales said? You know, something about Yami, the ruler of darkness, ruler of the land of darkness, something like that. Details don't matter. I don't know exactly who this Yami character is, but all sorts of strange things started happening once Orochi returned. Who knows if this mountain shrine has anything to do with all that? But I think we need to be extra careful this time. We surely do. Because Wawku Shrine, opened up before us, is, you can either call it the final or the penultimate dungeon. It really depends on how you categorize the last area of the game. You want to be careful. Wait, what is going on? Is this Windows' fault? Yep. I don't trust that didn't mess the recording up, so I'll be right back. Okay, I just wanted to make extra sure that I don't lose the entirety of this dungeon. It's a fairly long one, as it should be. I keep missing these. There we go, we got them both at once at least. You have to be very careful with those cannons. They'll pop up other places in this dungeon. They fire much, much more quickly than any of the other cannons or any of the other projectiles that we have encountered thus far. So you always have to keep Veil of Mist up in order to catch their projectiles in time. So we are going to slide our way over here, use the lit braziers to melt the ice in front of the door, and do our first puzzle of Wawku Shrine. It's a cool one. It's like a little scale puzzle. So we have a couple of different modes of interaction here. We have this incomplete bridge. There's a depression in the other end where that snowball can go, but we have no way to get it over there. We also have these scales. We have fire over here to melt the ice surrounding... oh, wait, it's nothing on the scales. It's just the ice itself that weighs it down. So once you melt the ice... the scale is still imbalanced, but that's enough to get us one part of the bridge. Now, the next things that we can interact with over here are the trees. We can cut this one that's already grown down. That turns it back into a shrub. Oh, wait, I had to wait a second. And then, once you bloom them, they turn back into a tree. So the idea here is we're going to cut them down, turn them into sprouts that are lightweight and easy to carry around, put them up here, and then I think it's just 2 out of the 3 of them you need. And then we'll bloom them, turn them into full-scale trees, and that will balance the scale out. I like this. They start you off with a really good puzzle. And then there's one more thing to do. You just have to remember some of the Gale Force interactions. And in this case, we are going to be drawing, I think it's the spiral to blow it forward. A nice big strong gust going. A zephyr. Yeah. Okay, that was more of a mirrored E than a spiral. I'll give the game that. The game wasn't lying. Why'd you have to stop just short of your home? And that gives us the key to go backtrack to the opening of the dungeon and open up that path up the elevator. Not worth it, but that's fine. I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm having a really nice day because, well, Ōkami is always just a nice, again, a nice, pleasant, peaceful game. But also, I got this weighted shoulder wrap, and it, is fittingly enough for the ice dungeon. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't spend too long on the ice, or it will eventually shatter under your weight. Very appropriate for this dungeon. This is making me melt. Also appropriate for this dungeon, you can stick it in the freezer for a bit. It takes a while to get cool, but it acts as a cold compress when it does. It's so nice. Or alternatively, you can also stick it in the microwave for like a minute to a minute and a half. Which is what I just did before I sat down to record. And oh, it's like a hot towel with a little weight to it. Deal with that ice as little as possible. And then up ahead, you can see once we've ascended the tower a little bit more, we have one of the cat statues. Of course, before we get there, there's something else that we're going to have to confront. Actually, no, I lied. It's just around the corner. I'm forgetting the order of things. So we're going to curve that around to avoid the ice. Get up here, and I'll draw the other half while clinging to the wall. Just have to pan a little bit. That should get me to the platform, no problem. Yep, and now the thing that I was thinking about, the cannons lining the outside perimeter of the spire. We are going to have to slay the cannons of the spire. Ah, there it is. Thought the other one was the first one. And then also, we'll just renew that, refresh our Veil of Mist so nothing goes too hairy. Where's this other one? Should have just fired. I heard it. Yes, good. Oh! Hello! That caught me a little off guard. I think if I'm doing this right, I can just avoid the rest of these. I didn't want to just skip the others because I didn't want to have to do the Veil of Mist platforming while also baiting their shots and dodging them. But yeah, if you have the ability, it's really not that hard to do. Just skipping them. Oh, hello. That looks like a variant on the platform spiders. And we do want to be going through here. We just have to slow things down again. Keep hopping. Veil of Mist does not last forever. I think that tends to run out on me just at the very end. The only catch to this, glowing red bees, flame spiders, resemble blocking and platform spiders. You'll burn if you touch them. Okay. So we can't interact with them because touching them hurts us. For now. The only thing about this shoulder wrap is that is this strong lavender scent. Which isn't, like, it's not overwhelming me. It's not overwhelming my senses. Let me get back to this after we deal with this upgraded Tengu, who I am going to maul. We have our ultimate glaive. Ah, that missed. That would have one-shotted him. Oh, come back here. We have two glaives equipped. We have that upgrade from the dojo, and we have the ultimate glaive with with some gold on it, some gold dust. So it's as strong as it's going to get. And it turns out that max strength for that build is pretty damn strong. Love me a glaive. Looks like a gramophone, creating the blizzard. Check out this big contraption. It's got a nasty blizzard blowing right out of it. Can you believe those no-good demons? They're trying to turn Kamui into a giant ice cube with this thing. We gotta stop it now, Amy. Your technique should be up to the task. I mean, this contraption doesn't seem that complicated. There's a little bit to it. First off, we have to melt the ice around the lever and reveal it to be kind of a slot machine. And when you hit the lever, it will stop one of the heads. And if you use Veil of Mist while doing that, you can stop them very precisely. The only problem is we have... Oh, whoops, that shouldn't be here. We can get over to the wall in time, though. We don't know where or when to stop them yet. This appears to be something. We just have one quick problem. Two, actually. There's a tree who really, really wants to give us some praise. Wants to give us 3 whole praise and some fruit. Well, bless him for trying. And now we know the full puzzle. Up, right, left. And that corresponds to the positions of the eyes on the things that we're stopping. So up, left, right. Veil of Mist, they'll very slowly move into the position we want, and it's not, you don't have to be that precise. If you're in the right neighborhood, they'll give it to you. So it is left, sorry, right, right, left. I'm glad I caught that. And now what? What be this? This gourd. This gourd in the gramophone. This gourd in the glacial gramophone. Hey, it's doing the thing. You know the thing. That 13th and final brush technique you lost. We finally found it. We did. Wait, which one am I missing? Oh, the... Oh, it's not just that point. Is it? No, it's the corner too, or the angle. I always forget to dot these. And then also this one, the joint. Ōkami. In your absence, I took shelter here, only to become trapped. Beings of evil defile the world with impurity and darkness. Like a mighty snow flurry, I, Ōkami, god of ice, have returned. I grant you the ability to freeze your foes to absolute zero. I am the last of the 13 gods you saw. You now possess the power to put an end to the evil forever. The 13th and final brush god is Ōkami, the god of ice. You know what this means, Amy? You've now recovered all the brush techniques you lost. Do you know what that is? It's a divine instrument. Specifically, Shiranui's signature divine instrument. A reflector called the solar flare. The solar flare, among other things, provides us a portable source of fire, much like our Thunder Edge for lightning. Yeah, so draw a line from a source of ice to some fire, and you will freeze it. You will freeze it solid in place. So now we can interact with the the flaming platform spiders. Well, the celebrations are just gonna have to wait. The first order of business is getting out of here alive. I mean, what use will all the techniques be if I'm dead? Now don't go doing anything stupid and getting us killed. Finally, 13 out of 13. It has been a long, long journey to get here. Getting him down a little bit lower should help. And then we have more here. The only one we really need to concern ourselves with, because we can just bypass the others, is this one. But I don't think he is in a good enough position. I do not even care about that treasure chest, actually. I'm not going to wait for it to unfreeze and then redo that for what is likely, I think, a stray bead. Or something worth even less than a stray bead at this point. That's more praise than the tree gave me. At least that clover was grateful for all of my efforts blooming it in this harsh climate. Up! Getting ground up in the gears. What was I saying about the neck pillow? The only catch to it, the lavender smell. It's not that it's like overpowering, like a really strong cologne or something. But to me, lavender smells like the worst period of my life. Which was that really bad, depressive episode that I had last year. And it's because somebody got me this like roll-on lavender stick, because bless their heart. Oh, uh-oh. I'm letting this get out of hand. Okay. Yeah, it's like a scented roll-on stick. Because, bless their hearts, it was not ever going to cure my depression, but like, it was pleasant. I liked the smell. It did kind of act as an anchor, I guess, when I was real low. It more just reminded me, that I was loved and cared for. Anyway, I did also just associate that smell, though, with, deep, deep depression. That's my scent memory. But I guess that it's a good sign that I can be reminded of this very emotionally difficult time, and not be pulled, goddamn beads, pulled right back into the emotions that I was feeling. I don't feel like flooded by them or triggered, which I don't know. I think that must mean that I'm starting to heal. And speaking of healing, do you want to know why this is a beautiful game about healing that we got? It's been so long that there's a real gourd. I'm not sure if I've actually told this before. But Hideki Kamiya, the director for this, was at a stage in his life where he was appreciating nature more. And God, I feel that so deeply, because I've been doing the same lately. it's dawning on me just how much I appreciate the beauty of nature and how calming I find it. But deeper than that, I've also developed a lot more gratitude for the earth and a bit more humility about my place in it as a human being. To bring this back around to the point, though, Kamiya grew up in the country, so can I salvage this? No. He grew up in the countryside and had to move to the city for work. So for him, that doesn't count? Okay. Wait, maybe? No, that sucks. That came out with Veil of Mist. He had to move to the city for his job. So for him, Ōkami was about recreating that sense of tranquility and beauty of home. Oh! We're gonna do... No. Bail out now. Reset. That should do it. I had a lot more trouble with that than I was ever anticipating. I probably want to let him go up just... Oh, no, that's fire. Fuck. I have to pan it a little bit. And barely. Perfect. Barely perfect. Now out here, we're going to have to navigate some of these moving platforms using... You can either use Veil of Mist or the ice, I think? Or is that a different part? I think that's... Let's see. Yeah, no, you can just use either or here. But it's much easier to rely on this. And just kind of paint yourself a line forward. And then eventually they will become unfrozen, but that's why Veil of Ice synergizes so well with it. And we can even use the chest as a source of ice here. Oh, that's right, the torch on the other side. That's why it's here. I think you're intended to do this from like the middle of the room on that platform on the right. Let's see if we can line this angle up from here. Yeah, this is fine. That's just fine. Oh my god, I already forgot I have fire. Hello. I have fire on my back. Which I literally pointed out 10 minutes ago. Oh, that's funny. This is what I was thinking of. I believe you want to focus on freezing this. You want to Veil of Mist it first, and then freeze it in position. Yeah, just like that. And we will definitely avoid this blue demon scroll. And, nope, that is not the way you do that. Open your eyes, Spurball. There's a big hole here. Easton's very concerned with dying today. So all of this diamond dust can be drawn on to create platforms in the ice. Or platforms of ice. And same with this gap across the two sides of the cliff. Oh, nope. The first line was very bad. Very bad, no good line. And the rest of these, I think I did get stomped. That's fine. They will always just look like doodads in the environment and not hazards to me. Ah, hey, it's these again. We remember what to do with fire. And then you probably want to Veil of Mist because the jets of flame will resume very quickly. Oh yeah, and there was the cannon up there too, but we sort of just bypassed him. And another one in this room. The cannon in this room is much trickier. There are safe spots, but you slide off of them until you get to this midway point. And if you're bad at baiting, if you do a bad job at baiting the shot out, and you don't have Veil of Mist up already, whoop! That happens to you 2 times in a row. Whoop! It spawned me on the ice, Jesus. That was scary for a second. Let's do this the careful way. Yeah. Good. And unlike the first cannons we encountered in here, these ones, nope. These ones take a couple of more hits. You have to reflect 2 shots instead of just the normal one. Hey, I remembered where it was this time. Why not? Why not here in the endgame? Ah, that's one good reason. There was a spirit gate right there. No problem whatsoever. Now we could save here and stop for the day. However, there's a really cool thing coming up, and it would make for a much better point to stop after we complete that. Note the decor of this room. There are 2 of these clocks on the wall that you can power slash, and it'll just wind them up. All right, let's go. Look who's here. This guy doesn't waste any time. I like his style. Steampunk slot machine owl. This must be the silver demon Nechku. He's one of the twin demons that turned Kamui into an icy waste. What luck finding him alone. Sorry, fella. I know you just recently woke from a long slumber, but you're gonna have to go back to sleep. No! Why would you follow that up with continued... You're gonna have to go back to being a statue. Keep the sleep motif going. Hey, where's that bird brain going? Look, over there. Somehow, some way, it is Shiranui. Isn't that you from 100 years ago, Amy? I don't get it. What's that old self of yours doing here? That's right, we have a Nechku boss fight. Separated from the other twin, the golden demon Nechku. We want to reflect as many of these as possible. And then eventually, once we take enough of these attacks, we'll have the opportunity to knock him to the ground and counterattack, like so. The hit stop on that makes it feel excellent. By the way, just like Ninetales could use the Celestial Brush when you bring it up, the Shiranui can as well. You know how Bure can solo Penetrator or Tarkus can 1v1 the Iron Golem? Shiranui is the Tarkus of Ōkami. And Nechku does not even have the out of throwing her off at the top of this fortress. We don't have to be helping Shiranui here, but it wouldn't be much fun if we just sat back and watched the fireworks without at least getting a few hits in. Holy shit, that last attack from Shiranui? Wow, you guys really did a number on Bird Brain there. Quick, Amy, before your old self steals all the glory. Finish that demon off. That is Ōkami on Nechku's face, slashing the hell out of him. Isn't that Ōkami? At last I have you cornered. I'm going to finish you off this time. Kotone shall blaze silver once more. Now, what's the other prominent motif that we've been seeing the last few rooms and on the boss itself? Oh, it's not a slot machine. It's something else. No, Ōkami. This is what separates a hero from the rest. You're about to witness history in the making. Kotone, trusty sword of the great hero Ōkami, shall await. Has he lost his mind? What the heck? I can't move. I can't even breathe. Ōkami, get away from there. You demons, curse you. Shiranui just Jotaros her way through it. Now's the chance I can finish them off. Manami, pull just a little more. For all of his talk of heroism, that was the heroic choice. It really was the heroic choice in this instance. It's glowing silver. By the great spirits of the air, earth, and sea, I was so blind, I should have known. At last I understand. The sacred sword Kutone, defender of Kamui, could not possibly wait, while the heart of its wielder was clouded with selfish desire. That is why I couldn't defend Kamui with this sword, let alone protect the lives dear to me. Don't start turning all sappy, you gotta focus. Finish off those demons and you'll restore peace to your village. O spirits of the air, earth, and sea, and the sacred sword Kutone, grant me the power to save this land of Kamui. Yeah, wolf trio! It seems those demons fled to the altar on the opposite side. I have no idea how to get there. The shrine's like a maze. We need something to lead us in the right direction. This wolf struck one of the demons. Did you see that strange glowing piece fly off of it? Yes, it's right over here. I love this arena too. The clock face. Frozen under a sheet of ice. And the trees. Ah! It's a shame we can't spend more time here. Looks like we're all out of time for this area. Oh no, we aren't backtracking that way. How do we get to the place that I know we're going? Wonder if it's just more dialogue. Amaterasu, this wolf isn't gonna last much longer. I owe my life to this one now. Can't let this wolf die like this. Don't worry, I know this wolf's companion must be around here somewhere. Yes. The companion, the punkle. Who could be on Shiranui? Or with Shiranui? Yeah, this isn't the time to be talking. We must finish them off. Together this time. Oh yeah, it was dialogue that triggers it. It's an elevator that goes back down to where we were a little while ago. Down the spire to the level that we were on previously. I'm gonna stay here with this wolf, you go on ahead. I can't leave this one here all alone. What happened to this wolf is all my fault. Don't worry. I don't intend on having you fight those demons alone. I'll catch up with you once I finish off the rest of the monsters and make sure this area is safe. Keep forging ahead until then. You're not really all that tough. I mean, with your plan, we'd end up having to worry about you. But if you insist, we'll leave this area to you. So we still are holding on to that gear that fell off of Nechku or Nechku. And if we take it over here, there was a previously locked door that we had to just run straight past. And now that's going to be our ticket to progress. Unfortunately, we're out of time. So I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good time.